2 a.m. I'm one shot from blacking out. Pretty girls doing lines in the bathroom now. My friends fucked up, we ain't coming back down. All my haters bitched out, they pissed now. She like, oh my God, rich dad. Big house at my show with a out. Them shits bounce, I'm too faded, need to sit down. I'm lit now, drink got me like, whoa. She said she ain't done this shit before. How come you do all this like a pro? Wake up every morning on the floor, but I ain't wanna judge, I do the most. It's 2 a.m., I'm one shot from blacking out. Pretty girls doing lines in the bathroom now. My friends fucked up, we ain't coming back down. Cause it's 2 a.m., I'm one shot from blacking out. Pretty girls doing lines in the bathroom now. My friends fucked up, we ain't coming back down. 2 a.m. we getting kicked out to my crib. See that shorty going too wild. That's my bitch, and she wanna bring a friend too. She brought 6, got me faded off the 42. We all lit, drink got me like, whoa. She said she ain't done this shit before. How come you do all this like a pro? Wake up every morning on the floor, but I ain't wanna judge, I do the most. It's 2 a.m., I'm one shot from blacking out. Pretty girls doing lines in the bathroom now. My friends fucked up, we ain't coming back down. Cause it's 2 a.m., I'm one shot from blacking out. Pretty girls doing lines in the bathroom now. My friends fucked up, we ain't coming back down. We ain't coming back down.
Sweet, let's get it, let's get it. So we're back on it. We are back on it. Got ES right here. Pulled up. Alright. Starting up top. Right on the weekly. Drawing towards those relatively equal lows that we generated. Alright. Aiming specifically for this single low right inside this imbalance here. Right, and we're almost reaching there now. Right, so kind of just waiting, following that order flow till we reach that sell side liquidity. Same thing on the right, following that bearish order flow on the 4 hour. Right, came back up into this imbalance. Right, respected this high, made its way back down. Right, and now we're just within you know, a couple 20 handles or so of bridging that relatively equal low inside that imbalance. Right, so we'll be looking for short-term highs and lows to be formed around this area. Right, so once we purge that sell side liquidity, right, we could potentially get that higher time frame shift in market structure. Right. Right, but our aim is down towards that sell side liquidity. Right, so we're kind of just hanging out. But I want to see short-term highs and lows over the next couple of days as we approach that sell side liquidity. Right, get formed, and then potentially get that shift to market structure on the higher time frame. But other than that, not looking at too much, right? Kind of just patiently waiting for that sell side liquidity to get purged, and then higher time frame shift to market structure, and then we have a pretty good upside potential, right? New all-time highs and beyond, right? But the seasonality, this is lining up pretty spot on with seasonality. I know I was talking about that the last time I was on is it Friday? Right, so the overall seasonality of it is looking good. Now it's just being patient. right? Being patient and waiting for that higher time frame target to get hit first. All right. All right, and if we're looking at the monthly here, we're down about 2.8% roughly. All right, but overall, looking at March is usually a pretty good month. All right, so we could be creating that bottom wick at the start of the month, purge that sell side liquidity, and then, you know, risk happens very fast. So once we purge that sell side liquidity, I would anticipate us to getting some displacement to the upside pretty quickly, right? Pretty quickly from there. All right, but just respecting the highs, right? And yeah, we'll just have to be patient over the next few weeks, months, right? Waiting for that higher time frame. All right, but we'll see how we interact after we purge that sell side liquidity here. That will be the first step. Maybe one day I could take it, give it to me cause I'm tired of waiting. I'm like the latest, #1 play on your playlist. Don't trip if these other girls play it. And I don't like to fight, you're the type that I'd like to wife. Guy feeling like life is nice, at the movies eating Mike and Ike's. And if the price is right, then I guess I'm bout it. See, I don't know you at all, but I'm bout it. If you bout it, don't give a fuck if you're involved, cause I'm bout it. If you bout it, don't act like you are doing a favor. But honestly, I swear you're my savior, girl. And I don't know if I'll see you later. So I'm bout it. If you bout it, yeah. Champagne for breakfast, first things first, never put you second. Girl, don't be stressing, I forgot to mention I'm bad about it, don't be offended. I fucks with you cause you're down to earth. Got an ounce of perp if you're down to burn. You got a plan and you're still in school, or you got a man but that shit is cool, right? And if you like, you can stay for the night. Don't stay for the love, don't stay for the life. No, there we go. That sell side liquidity getting purged right there. Very nice thing. Do what you wanna do. If you would come with me, anywhere you want to go. Yeah. Even if you're looking for the one, and I couldn't be him, you'd be sure to see in that I won't just go and take home anyone. I'm about you, girl. See, I don't know you at all, but I'm bout it. If you bout it, don't give a fuck if you're involved, cause I'm bout it. If you bout it, don't act like you are doing a favor. But honestly, I swear you're my savior, girl. And I don't know if I'll see you later. So I'm bout it. If you bout it, yeah. I think that I'm finally in my zone. Got a ting out west, got a ting back home, yeah. I think that I'm finally in my zone. Living on a high, but we keep it on the low, yeah. I think that I'm finally in my zone. Don't know where I'm going, I'm just going with the flow, yeah. I think that I'm finally in my zone. Yeah, I think that I'm finally in my zone, oh yeah. Hey, bitch, I've been doing well. See me making plays, yeah, I know that you can tell, like, damn, 400 for the bell. I need my money giant, got me feeling like Odell. Sipping on a cup, yeah, I'm in the whip, I'm riding. I don't give a fuck, I peep her IG, then I slide it. All about my business, so that's what I've been minding. Got a brand new watch, oh, what's
I've been making moves in silence. Trying to turn my gold chains into diamonds. Call me Najee Houston, how I'm grinding. You gon' need some Ray-Bans when I'm shining. Yeah, cause I think that I'm finally in my zone. Got a tang out west, got a tang back home. Yeah, I think that I'm finally in my zone. Living on a high, but we keep it on the low. Yeah, I think that I'm finally in my zone. Don't know where I'm going, I'm just going with the flow. Yeah, I think that I'm finally in my zone. Yeah, I think that I'm finally in my zone. My zone, oh yeah.
Hey, bitch, yeah, I've been on my grind. If you always out of sight, then you're probably out of mind. Got an angel out west that she living in a high. When I pull up in a city, we ain't really wasting time. Labels fly me to they state, yeah, they put me in the West End. Wanna have you over, but you gotta bring your best friend. Saying that it's luck, bitch, I told you this was destined. Keep your 2 cents, give a fuck about suggestions. And why you always on the line? All the shit that's going on, it's kinda hard to keep it quiet. I'm not in it for the image, bitch, I'm in it for the pride. In the hazy, in the cut, then I'm probably on the side.
I think that I'm finally in my zone. Got a tang out west, got a tang back home. Yeah, I think that I'm finally in my zone. Living on a high, but we keep it on the low. Yeah, I think that I'm finally in my zone. Don't know where I'm going, I'm just going with the flow. Yeah, I think that I'm finally in my zone. Yeah, I think that I'm finally in my zone. In my zone, oh yeah. I think that I'm finally in my zone. Got a tang out west, got a tang back home. Yeah, I think that I'm finally in my zone. Living on a high, but we keep it on the low. Yeah, I think that I'm finally in my zone. Don't know where I'm going, I'm just going with the flow. Yeah, I think that I'm finally in my zone. Yeah, I think that I'm finally in my zone. In my zone, oh yeah.
I woke up on my friend's couch, I'm still high from last night. Missed calls from you, we had a bad fight. We were going back and forth like a half pipe. Said you left cause you know I wouldn't act right. Fast life, ain't no slowing it down. I wanna make 100 racks just to throw it around. I want the paparazzi just to know I'm in town. I wanna bring a story with me to that hole in the ground. Yeah, my girl's saying I should open up, but I don't want you rubbing dirt inside an open cut. I got some friends that aren't here and that'll choke me up. I got some friends that still are and they'll smoke me up. Yeah, roll the paint up in the backwood. We let it all go on a back road. And I don't know where this life will take me, but I always find my way back home. Yeah, ay, and I fall down just to get up. But sometimes I feel like I'm stuck. Yeah, I know that lately it's tough, but when all's said and done, I'll say I did it all. Let's hop up in a whip, go and do us a dash. Let's live it up, like this moment will last, yeah. Take the bullshit, put it all in the past, cause I'm having fun with you. Let's make some new friends, drive around in my old car. Hit the road, keep them close when we go far. Take a pic, turn it into a postcard. We ain't got time to lose. I woke up on my friend's couch, I'm still drunk from last night. Wait, oh that's the story for another day. The way I'm living, yeah, there's gotta be another way. This chapter's over, but there's gotta be another page. So we let the story unfold. Yeah, we had some bad times, but we letting them go. Ay, collected scars and we letting them show. But if they ever try to stop me, I'm just letting them know. Yeah, you can never rob me of my destiny. Fake energy will never get the best of me. I know I gotta leave this earth eventually. I'm just hoping when I'm gone that they remember me. Yeah, ay, and I fall down just to get up. But sometimes I feel like I'm stuck. Yeah, I know that lately it's tough, but when all's said and done, I'll say I did it all. Let's hop up in a whip, go and do us a dash. Let's live it up like this moment will last, yeah. Take the bullshit, put it all in the past, cause
Right, we're still inside that first AM macro here. We did purge that sell side liquidity, which we've been waiting for quite some time. Right.
Last night I lost all my patience. You were fucked up. I was wasted. Midsummer madness. I can't.
All right, so we had a red folder. That's what got us down to that sell side liquidity right at 10 a.m. Right, so we just purged that sell side liquidity. Want to stay on the higher time frames, right? Because it could definitely drop down a little bit lower, right? Just like overshoot the sell side liquidity a little bit more and trade into that weekly imbalance a little bit deeper. Right, as you can see here, the lower portion of this fair value gap. We have, let's see, actually no, today, actually no, that was yesterday we had that red folder. Today we just have a 9 p.m. red folder, which is interesting. President Trump speaking. Got some 10 a.m. news, 8:15 a.m. news going on tomorrow. And then we got NFP on Friday. All right, also just on a macro perspective too, check out the BTC chart. I mean, BTC, right? We put in that single low inside this weekly imbalance here. Overall though, right? Weekly structure still, right? We didn't end up making that displacement below the short-term low that we were talking about last week, right? We actually ended up wicking, right? So no displacement there, looking good. As for the daily, right, we made a little wick here, dropped down to about 78.2, came back up. I mean, this thing switched up. It went up 17k, 21% in like 2 days, 3 days. Trading our way a little bit lower. This single low inside that imbalance is some sell side liquidity, right? This single low here inside this daily imbalance. All right, so maybe we trade down there, purge that sell side liquidity right as we're putting in short-term highs and lows. Or another option, which I want to see how it respects, is the consequent encroachment of this wick. All right, and we're about $1,200 from there. See how it treats that consequent encroachment of that wick, which is at 81.2. Want to see how we treat that, right? But other than that, yeah, we'll just be patient, wait for some structure to form inside this nice little 4-hour fair value gap currently right now. See if we put in some highs and lows. Right. Yeah, we'll just be patient here. Overall bullish, right, going into this year. So spending, I mean, if you're looking at like the yearly candle, monthly candles and stuff like that, then the first half of the year kind of making that movement down, right? And that lines up with the seasonality too, right? Of February dipping into March, and then after March we're pretty much, you know, not smooth sailing, but the seasonality is that those tailwinds are in favor, right? On like a historical basis of being more bullish. All right, we'll flip back over to ES.
I'ma put 'em on my back. I get love where I'm from. I might put us on the map. Yeah, I know I'm talking big, like I'm speaking in all caps. But if I ever say it, then just know that it's so fast. If my brothers ever need it, I'ma put 'em on my back. I get love where I'm from. I might put us on the map. Yeah, I know I'm talking big, like I'm speaking in all caps. But if I ever say it, then just know that it's so facts. If I ever say it, then just know that it's so facts. My outfit match my windows, I might pull up in all black. You can call it luck, but I wouldn't call it that. If you're acting crazy, then you know I'll fall back. I do not call back. Focus on the bag, so my phone is stuck on vibrate. I've been going fast, you can catch me on a highway. Done playing games with these lames, that's my mind state. Give it to you straight up if you coming at me sideways. Hey, going off for a minute now. Had to put my dreams in motion, I can't sit around. Used to give him all the benefit of the doubt. Now I'm careful with the energy I'm giving out. I've been breaking hearts since 15. Shit, I was two-player like a split screen. Then at 16 was spitting 16. Now the boy grown.
Let's see what happened to my drawings here.
I might put us on the map. Yeah, I know I'm talking big, like I'm speaking in all caps. But if I ever say it, then just know that it's so fast. If my brothers ever need it, I'ma put 'em on my back. I get love where I'm from. I might put us on the map. Yeah, I know I'm talking big, like I'm speaking in all caps. But if I ever say it, then just know that it's so fast.
Do it for the game, yeah, I put 'em on the map. Hear you do a lot of talking, but I know it's full of cap, yeah. No keys, supposed to start when we riding. Bring your coupe off the lot when the mileage. Can't stop, no one never stop. Racking up the numbers, got me working round the clock.
Let me see real quick. I don't know what happened to all my drawings on this.
She really love the sound. They think that they know me, they don't know what I'm about. Yeah. When I'm in your city, best believe we'll shut it down. Yeah. Spending all these bands like we don't care. We gon' make it back so we're not scared. Yeah, keep it back to the side.
If my brothers ever need it, I'ma put 'em on my back. I get love where I'm from. I might put us on the map. Yeah, I know I'm talking big, like I'm speaking in all caps. But if I ever say it, then just know that it's so fast. If my brothers ever need it, I'ma put 'em on my back. I get love where I'm from. I might put us on the map. Yeah, I know I'm talking big, like I'm speaking in all caps. But if I ever say it, then just know that it's so fast.
Okay, I don't know what happened to the drawings, but that's okay. We can mark it back up. All right, we're watching that. Oh, there we go. What the heck? Oh yeah, what the heck? All right, but looking for our short-term highs and lows to be put in. Right, we got the bottom portion of that weekly fair value gap, right, that we could trade down into, right? Even revisit this busy from August of 2024, right? So the bottom portion of that fair value gap is looking at 52, so about 20 handles away. Actually, a little bit less than that, 10 handles away. All right, but not looking at too much, right? Just look for some highs and lows to get put in over the course of this week, and looking for highs and lows to be put in on the higher time frames, 1 hour, 4 hour, daily. Be waiting for that bullish shift in market structure to the upside. But other than that, not too much going on. We'll give it about 15 more minutes and then we'll call it a wrap.
Try to get you hip and get you motivated, but you ain't got no passion, you just smoking lately. Every single day, all you wanna do is lay. Girl, there's nothing left to say. I'm just glad we parted ways. Yeah, I'm glad we parted ways. I just seen you on the gram, I'm glad you doing well. You still look cute as hell, but that don't mean I want you back. No, I ain't foolish now. I can't look stupid now. Party ways, yeah, we party ways. Yeah, we party ways, yeah, we party ways. Yeah, we party ways.
Yeah, we parted ways. What a season. I'm not searching for love for no reason. Yeah, just
race. Ay, keep my mind straight, no phone on vibrate. Annihilate any bullshit thrown up in my way. I remember when we used to chill at my place. Thought you were the one, now I'm looking at you sideways. Goddamn, man, it's funny how things change. Back then I would've bought you a wedding ring. Now it just seems strange, but I still feel the pain. I just seen you on the gram, I'm glad you doing well. You still look cute as hell, but that don't mean I want you back. No, I ain't foolish now. I can't look stupid now. Party ways, yeah, yeah, we party ways. Yeah, we party ways, yeah, yeah, we party ways. Yeah, we party ways. Living like a race. Living like a race. Yeah. Ay, living like a race. Living like a race. Ain't no sign of stopping, I'm on pace. I can see them plotting, it ain't safe. She know that I got it on the way. Told her get up on my face. I need diamonds on my face. Only came for the baddies and the drinks. Getting bands, give a fuck about what you think. Watch what happens when I give a little wink. Clean money, got her hands up on the sinks. And she know we been living fast. On me, we ain't going slow. Foot up on the gas when I'm whipping through the coast. We don't go to class, but you know we on the road. Yeah, you know we on the road. Yeah, but that might be the Molly in a cup. She just put the taste up to my tongue. Now she probably thinking I'm the one. Told her pour another drink, then I sip it till it's done. Living like a race. Ain't no sign of stopping, I'm on pace. I can see them plotting, it ain't safe. She know that I got it on the way. Told her get up on my face. I need diamonds on my face. Only came for the baddies and the drinks. Getting bands, give a fuck about what you think. Watch what happens when I give a little wink. Clean money, got her hands up on the sink. And I'm on one. If I'm sipping on it, it's a strong one. She just seen the check and it's a long one. Ay, if I take her home, then it's a home run. Hit it like a home run. She a bad thing. We might get it poppin' in the backseat. Out in Hollywood, but we ain't acting. Running up the money like a track team. Living like a race. Ain't no sign of stopping, I'm on pace. I can see them plotting, it ain't safe. She know that I got it on the way. Told her get up on my face. I need diamonds on my face. Only came for the baddies and the drinks. Getting bands, give a fuck about what you think. Watch what happens when I give a little wink. Clean money, got her hands up on the sink.
Yeah, make it rain, yeah, hurricane, yeah, baby, this a perfect time and a perfect place, yeah. I'ma make it worth your while, stay a while. Think a stripper name is Maverick, guess she know I'm Kyle. Sheesh, I'ma throw up 20s in the air, I'ma blow that shit, throw that shit. She ain't gotta tell me I own that shit. Everybody seeing they know that shit. Hey, baby, know I just got paid. Hey, baby, know I'm on my way. Hey, baby, never waste my time. Hey, baby's always on my stage, and I always got it private on me dancing. When she counting, think she got it at financing. Like, whoa, work that pole, all that money on the floor. Go on, take off all them clothes. Girl, you know that I'ma throw up all this goddamn money in the sky. Girl, you mine, I'ma fund you for the month, all tonight. Yeah, that's right. Hey, woo. When you stripping, you got my song in rotation. I got rubber bands around with just pay your vacation.
Alright, so we're approaching the lower portion of that weekly fair value gap. But as you can see, not many highs and lows are getting formed, right, on the higher time frame. So it's gonna be some time before we get that higher time frame shift in market structure. All right, we're gonna need the hourly candles to form, 4-hour candles to form. So we'll be just monitoring that over the next few days. Right, but other than that, we'll wrap it up here. Appreciate everybody for tuning in, and yeah, we'll just keep a close eye on the higher time frame price action forming. So appreciate you for tuning in. Catch you guys tomorrow.